Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Wordy Quest. Today's story is for anyone who feels stuck, for those who know they have potential but are trapped by their own comfort zone. This powerful lesson will teach you the secret to finding new life beyond the cage. While you listen, pay close attention to the new words and phrases. It's a fun way to improve your English. So, let's begin. Once upon a time, high in the hills of a rich valley, there lived a bird named Kael. Kael wasn't just any bird. He was once a master of the sky, known for his soaring flights and daring dives. But many years ago, a kind traveler found Kael injured and brought him home. The traveler built a beautiful, spacious cage the size of a small room. This cage was his new home. Kael's life became incredibly easy. He never worried about predators, hunger, or cold. His bowl was always full of seeds. His water was always clean. Every morning, the sun warmed his favorite perch, and every evening, he slept in perfect safety. Over time, Kael didn't just forget how to hunt or fear danger. He forgot the one thing that defined him. He forgot how to fly. He used his wings only to hop from one perch to the next. One day, the traveler, now old, looked at Kael with a sad expression. "You are safe, my friend," he whispered, "but you are not living." He made a bold decision. He opened the main door of the cage, wide enough for Kael to walk, run, or fly right out. Kael saw the opening immediately. He looked outside, and the world felt immense and terrifying. The air was too cold. The sounds were too loud. The path was unpredictable. He thought, why would I leave this security? Outside, I could starve. I could be attacked. I'll just stay here where I am safe and comfortable. He hopped back to his favorite perch and continued eating his seeds. The open door was a constant source of anxiety for Kael. Every bird that flew past shouted an invitation. "Come, the wind is waiting." But Kael dismissed them, thinking they were foolish and reckless. The truth was, he was paralyzed not by danger, but by the fear of effort. Days turned into weeks. Kael saw other birds battling the winds and rain, but he also saw them bringing back bright berries and building beautiful nests in the highest trees. Still, he stayed, paralyzed by doubt, watching the world through the bars of his golden prison. One afternoon, a terrible storm ripped through the valley. Lightning flashed, and the winds howled. A tree branch snapped and crashed right next to Kael's cage. The shock knocked the cage, and Kael tumbled out onto the wet, frightening ground. For the first time in years, he was completely exposed. He tried to flap his wings, but they felt heavy and uncoordinated. He couldn't lift himself. He was about to give up and hide under the fallen branch when, through the torrential rain, he saw a sight that changed everything. High above the storm clouds, almost touching the distant mountain peak, was the outline of another bird, a small hawk. That hawk was not fighting the wind. It was mastering it. It used the storm's energy to climb effortlessly higher toward a view Kael hadn't seen in years. A sudden, sharp pain hit Kael's heart. It wasn't the cold or the fear, but regret. He realized that the hawk was proof that the effort and risk were worth the reward. The cage had offered comfort, but the mountain offered greatness. With a new fire in his chest, Kael stood up. He ran and jumped, flapping his heavy wings with desperate effort. He fell. He tried again. He failed again. But he kept trying. He remembered the feeling of the wind under his wings, the instinct that had been dormant for so long. Finally, after one enormous push, his wings caught the air. He didn't soar gracefully. He struggled, but he was flying. He flew out of the shadow of his cage and up toward the mountain, towards the hawk. The path was hard. Every beat of his wings was a painful reminder of the years he wasted. But with every meter he climbed, his strength returned and his doubt faded. When he finally landed high on the mountain peak, the sun broke through the clouds, bathing the world in golden light. He was exhausted, but alive. Kael finally understood. The real cage was never the traveler's beautiful home. It was his fear of change and his addiction to ease. Life is exactly like Kael's story. We all build comfortable cages for ourselves, whether it's a job we hate, a habit that holds us back, or a routine that makes us feel safe but stops us from growing. You can stay in your cage, warm and fed, but you will slowly forget your true purpose. To achieve the distant peak, you must first accept the effort of the open sky. So, don't wait for a storm to force you out. Find your unlocked door now and start flapping those wings. The temporary fear of the open sky is the price of reaching the greatness that is waiting for you. If this story inspired you to leave your comfort zone, please give it a thumbs up and comment below on one small step you will take today. Don't forget to subscribe for more life-changing stories. Until next time, stay well and keep flying toward your destiny.